Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the webinar series. And today we are going to be talking with Kevin Shanks, who is the Manager of Regional Retailer Training. Is that right, Kevin?
You got it right. Yep. Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Pam. What I wanted to do today or this morning is just wanted to spend some time, a little bit of time talking to you about some of the new products that we'll be introducing in 2019. We are excited about. Probably one of the largest, if not the largest, launches that we'll have coming out in 2019 than we've had in several years is we'll be introducing the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics soils and plant foods. These are products we'll get into. They got quite a few years behind them from a research and development standpoint, with a number of different plants grown, several different trials, looking for ways to bring the performance of organic products up to that equal to what you would expect with synthetic products, whether that's container mixes, in-ground soils, plant foods, both water-soluble and slow release. And they've managed to do that. It'll be the first time ever that we've actually have had with the Miracle-Gro organic and natural ingredients. The products will actually be all OMRI listed through the Organic Material Review Institute. They are all locally sourced and regionally formulated. And one of the things is we'll be using a patent-pending compost technology, making sure that we've got the ingredients that are going to perform at the best, as well as using a aged compost to minimize or reduce the number of nutrients or amount of nutrients that can be stolen or taken away from the plants during the process of breaking down. First product that we'll introduce is the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics All-Purpose Container Mix. This product, again, will provide Miracle-Gro results, as I'll show you in just a moment, with some side-by-side images with organic and natural ingredients. It is set with plant nutrition that will feed for all season, which will actually give you 3 to 4 months of feeding. And it's something that you can use for container plants, including vegetables, flowers, herbs, and so forth. The big difference between this and your synthetic is obviously where the nutrients are derived from. In our traditional Miracle-Gro potting mixes, a lot of them will contain plant food, which is Osmocote, which would be considered a synthetic. Here, the plant food is derived from feather meal, soybean meal, bone meal, and sulfate of potash. In addition to that, it will also contain a wetting agent, and the wetting agent will actually be derived from an organic source, which is yucca. A lot of our other potting mix products that aren't organic do contain wetting agents, but they are a synthetic. So this will also have an organic wetting agent to go along with it. In addition to the container mix, I wanted to share with you some little side-by-side images here. On the far left, these are actually replicated greenhouse trials. You can see, and these plants started off at the same size, unfed. In the middle, the plant above the Miracle-Gro logo that's in gold is the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics. And then to the far right, above the black traditional Miracle-Gro logo, is your Miracle-Gro potting mix. The product has been around for a long time that we sell. It's in the yellow and green bag. And as you can see, which it's kind of odd, is that the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics performs every bit as good as, if not better, in my opinion, by how full the plant is versus the traditional Miracle-Gro potting mix. And you can also see how that carries over to the right, where there is on the two images above the gold logo is your Miracle-Gro Performance Organics container mix. Over on the far right, above the black logo, is your traditional Miracle-Gro potting mix. And those are replicated greenhouse trials at 1 month after planting in the container mix. So we're real excited about the performance that we're seeing with organic products and realizing or understanding that you don't have to sacrifice performance any longer by going from a synthetic to an organic product. In addition to the container mix, we also will introduce a Miracle-Gro Performance Organics All-Purpose In-Ground Soil that can be used for amending your native soil prior to planting vegetables, flowers, herbs, and it too will contain organic and natural ingredients. The nutrient package will be very similar, it being derived from feather meal, soybean meal, bone meal, and sulfate of potash, and it will also be OMRI listed as well. In addition to the soil products, we also will introduce a couple of plant food options. We'll have a water-soluble, and then in just a moment we'll talk about a granulated slow release. The Miracle-Gro Performance Organics All-Purpose Plant Nutrition Granule is kind of the organic equivalent, if you will, of the traditional Miracle-Gro water-soluble plant food. It's a product that you can use on anything from vegetables, flowers, and herbs. Will instantly feed, and you can do this at an interval of every 7 to 14 days like you're accustomed to doing with traditional Miracle-Gro water-soluble plant food. If you pay attention to the NPK ratio, this particular product has got 11% nitrogen, 3% phosphorus, 8% potassium, which is actually a really good nutrient charge considering that it's an organic water-soluble plant food in comparison with other water-soluble organic plant foods that are on the market. And it is a product that you can use either with a watering can, or it can also be used with what we'll come out with is the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics Garden Feeder. The Miracle-Gro Performance Organic Garden Feeder will contain or be pre-filled with 3/4 of a pound of the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics All-Purpose Plant Nutrition. It will function or work very similar to the traditional Miracle-Gro water-soluble plant food. However, I would tell you that they're not kind of interchangeable when using the organic Performance Organics water-soluble plant food because the dispersion rate is a little bit different. This here, the 3/4 pound of nutrition feeds approximately 200 square feet in approximately 20 minutes. The traditional Miracle-Gro water-soluble plant food, 1 pound of nutrition, feeds approximately 400 square feet and is dispensed in about 10 to 12 minutes. So there is actually a little bit of a difference between the two garden feeders. And then lastly is for those people who are looking for something in the Performance Organics line that's going to feed for an extended period of time, we will also introduce the All-Purpose Plant Nutrition Granules. This product actually, the key benefit here is, there are a couple of them, is that it actually will provide visible results within 7 days of application. And then also, in addition to that, it can be used both with in-ground and container plants. And then it will also feed for an extended period of time. The reapplication window on this product is about every 4 to 6 weeks. And the packaging here, there's a 1.75 pound bag and a 2.5 pound jug is weatherproof packaging. So you do have the flexibility to cross-merchandise outside in garden centers and nurseries right there alongside live goods to help drive attachment sales. And to kind of show you, just from a performance standpoint, if you look at the right top 2 images there, that is the use of the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics extended feeding all-purpose plant nutrition granules, tomato plant unfed on the left, and then 7 days later after applying the granular plant food. Noticeable difference, obviously, and for an organic product, you're getting, that kind of a, quick result, quick visual result, starting to see it fill in, starting to see some foliage and growth. The other thing that's important I would call out down to the bottom is that the nice thing about it with the aged compost and contents and nutrients is that you don't have to worry about any of the upfront burn that sometimes you get with nitrogen derived from organic sources. This is a product that will, not only provide fast results, but not too fast or too quick that you have to worry about any burn or damage to the plants up front. In addition to the Miracle-Gro Performance Organics, and I should say before we leave this and go on to the next product, this product, if you're not aware, there will be a significant amount of national advertising behind the product. It will actually be equal to what was put behind both the combined Scott's Turf Builder Thicker Lawn and Triple Action products. So there is going to be a lot of advertising buzz around this product to help to drive foot traffic into stores looking for the Performance Organics product line. In addition to that, here's a product I'm very excited about is the Roundup for Lawns Crabgrass Destroyer. This particular product is actually formulated to kill even the toughest grassy weeds in addition to crabgrass, and it will actually kill any size crabgrass and grassy weed. I want to take just a quick step back. A lot of the products that are currently in the market that will kill actively growing crabgrass, including a couple of ours, utilize the active ingredient quinclorac. And quinclorac does a really good job on killing crabgrass if you get it in the early stages, 3, 4, 5 leaf stage. When you start getting into the months of June and July and you're dealing with that mature plant in the lawn, a lot of times what you find is that quinclorac, a single application, isn't going to knock it out. With the active ingredient in the Roundup for Lawns Crabgrass Destroyer, the trypanosome, this product will actually knock it out with a single application. And not only will it take care of crabgrass, but it'll also take care of other weeds that are problems in lawns, to name a few things like foxtail, stiltgrass, goosegrass, Dallas grass, just to rattle off a few. It is safe to use in lawns, only for use in cool season grass types, your Kentucky blue, perennial rye, fine fescue, and tall fescue. And it can be applied in temperatures up to 90 degrees. One of the things that consumers were really excited about with this product when we put it in their hands last year and we're doing testing was that it actually will begin to turn the crabgrass and other grassy weeds you're trying to kill white within about 4 to 7 days. And that whitening of the weed actually is temporary up until the point where the weed dies. And a lot of the consumers really liked that whitening effect because it kind of gave them, again, that visual cue that they were able to see that the product was actually working. We will have exclusive rights to the active ingredient at the retail market in 2019. And it's also, I think it's worth pointing out, this is similar to what your professional applicators use under the trade name Pilex. So we're really excited about introducing this, obviously with crabgrass being a very common problematic weed most homeowners find in their lawns. And you can see here just kind of some trials. You can see how it begins to turn the crabgrass plant white, okay, up until the point in which it dies. That, again, begins to take place within about 4 to 7 days after application. And, again, it can be applied anywhere from 45 degrees up to about 90 degrees. So you got a pretty high ceiling there to where you can, most parts of the country, you're going to be able to do it during the summer months and not have to worry about temperature restrictions. More importantly, this image actually shows you how effective it is at certain intervals after treatment. I always like to preface by saying, obviously, crabgrass doesn't grow like this in the lawn. In a container, yes, but normally it comes up and then begins to sprawl out. But as you can see there, untreated on the far left, at 1 week after treatment, the visual results are strong. At 2 weeks after treatment, it even cuts that in half. And then you get to the 3 to 4 weeks after treatment, it's almost non-existent. So we're really excited about this particular product coming up in 2019. And then we also will be introducing a product that's relatively new that wasn't at the fall show that a lot of people probably have just recently heard about, and that is the Ortho Ground Clear Weed and Grass Killer. This particular product we are bringing out as an alternative to our Roundup weed and grass killers and other weed and grass killer products out there that contain glyphosate in light of a lot of what you're seeing in the media or advertising about Roundup being a possible carcinogen. Although both the EPA and the National Institute of Health have found no link to glyphosate being a carcinogen as late as 2017 in testing that took place. We also understand that there's going to be customers who are going to want to use a weed and grass killer that contains something other than glyphosate. And therefore, we will be bringing this product out. It will kill all types of weeds and grasses. However, I will point out that unlike glyphosate, the active ingredient in this product, along with most other weed and grass killers out there that don't utilize glyphosate, it will not translocate down to the root system. Therefore, it will give you a really good foliar burn or foliar kill. However, on your mature weeds, it's going to probably be a few weeks, and obviously they're going to begin to regrow. So that's kind of the trade-off when you don't, use a product containing glyphosate. If you want to go with an alternative, a lot of them aren't going to give you that root kill. What is kind of unique about this particular product is that it is labeled for use for organic gardening. It is OMRI listed through the Organic Material Review Institute, and you can use this in a variety of areas from hard surface areas to landscape beds as well as in vegetable gardens as well. It's rainproof in 2 hours. It does provide fast visible results. You will see results within about 15 minutes. Just to kind of show you an example, that I can send something over, but within about 15 minutes, you'll start to see a little bit wilt. At 2.5 hours, the weed actually will flatten out, and it looks dead. Okay? There are some other weed and grass killer products that are on the market that are alternatives to glyphosate. However, this is one of the only ones that I know of a few others that are out there that is actually OMRI listed and for organic gardening, and is also labeled for use in vegetable gardens. So something I wanted to make sure that I emphasize with this product, and this will be brand new. It'll only be offered in the Comfort One. They're ready to use this coming year. Excited about this as an alternative to Roundup. And then lastly, I want to talk a little bit about the mosquito products. We will introduce 3 mosquito products in 2019. There will be the Ortho Home Defense Backyard Mosquito and Bug Killer Ready to Spray. This product will actually control mosquitoes. We will make sure that we call out on the front of the package, including those that may transmit the Zika virus. And on the back of the package, also mosquitoes that may transmit other diseases. Most notably of that list, I believe, is West Nile virus, which comes up quite a bit. It will provide 3-month protection against other insects. It's not just labeled for mosquitoes. It does kill a variety of different types of insects. It is non-staining and odor-free, and it can be used in a variety of areas. When targeting mosquitoes with this particular product, ideally I recommend that you use it on your shrubs and ornamentals during the heat of the day to kill the adult prior to them coming out during the cooler evening hours. This product, however, I want to make sure I'm clear on something. It will not control mosquito larvae. The other mosquito products that we have coming out will include the Ortho Home Defense Perimeter Protection Repellent Candles. This particular product does not use citronella. It's a combination of spearmint oil and lemongrass oil, which actually has been found to be twice as effective as citronella. Citronella is not as effective, I think, as a lot of people believe it to be. The other thing is that this 2-pack of candles, each candle will burn for up to 20 hours, giving you 40 hours of protection. With this product, this is one of those, using outside while you're spending time out there. I think it's going to be very successful, during those, holiday weekends, Memorial Day, graduation, 4th of July, Labor Day. I used this last year, and it works great. It smells better than citronella, and as long as you stay within the scent range of the candle, you have no problem at all. So we're really excited about this. And then the third and final product is going to be the Ortho Home Defense Backyard Mosquito and Bug Killer Area Fogger. And like the Ready to Spray, it will call out on the front that it kills and repels mosquitoes, including those that may transmit the Zika virus. It also will kill other listed ornamental garden pests for a period of up to 7 days. This can be used in a variety of different areas, including patio, open porches, screens, window frames, and doors. And it's a product that's really, in my opinion, ideal for use maybe shortly before you'll be spending time outside to kind of both kill and repel some of the mosquito activity and giving it enough time for the aerosol to dissipate before spending time in the area where you've actually have applied or treated. Okay? And that's it. Hopefully didn't go through that too fast. I wanted to thank you guys for your time this morning, and I'll open it up to any questions that you might have.
Kevin, there's a couple questions under your Q&A button. If you click on that, you'll see 2 questions.
Okay, Q&A. All right.
I'll read them to you if you can't find it.
All right. I'm looking over to the right, but I'm not seeing it. My apologies.
Okay. The first question is, when will the new marketing and advertising for the new performance organic products be going live?
My understanding is it'll take place later this month in February. I do not have the precise date, but it will be taking place towards the end of February. So, yeah, we are in February, the end of this month.
Okay, great. The next question, how quickly can you plant something after applying Roundup and Ground Clear?
On the Roundup and Ground Clear, just to kind of go back, the Roundup for Lawn's Crabgrass Destroyer. Okay, with this particular product, once applied, you can actually plant immediately after application. If they have recently planted and then they need to use this product in an area where they planted grass seed, you need to wait 28 days. As far as the Ground Clear goes, you can come back and replant in an area where the Ground Clear has been applied immediately after the product is dried.
All right, another question just came in. Crabgrass Destroyer, they had an RTS. Is this discontinued?
It's on hold. The Ready to Spray concentrate is on hold right now. Probably will not see it till 2020.
Okay, Kevin, I don't see anything else coming in. We've been recording this, so I'm going to put it out on our webpage so someone can watch it at a later time. Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.